Welcome, friends.
Welcome to our world of the strange.
We live on a huge planet.
Earth.
A planet so huge and yet
In this age of high-speed travel and technology.
so small. However, despite all our understanding of science and the universe, there remain many things of which we know very little indeed.
And it is here, friend, that our world of the strange begins.
However, before we begin, ensure you are settled, relaxed, and comfortable.
We do not take kindly to interruptions.
We insist you tell your friends that you must not be disturbed.
Why not make a paper hat with the words, "Shh, I'm in the world of the strange," written on?
Close the doors.
Draw the curtains.
Come closer, friend. Draw nearer, closer.
Are you ready?
Then let us begin. And it all began on a cold winter's eve.
Mr. Mark Reeve, a man from Gwent, was driving home from work. Mr. Reeve was a sales manager for a small company who manufactured, amongst other things, battery-operated portable hairdryers, ideal for the traveling business person.
Mr. Ree looked into his mirror as he casually drove along the peaceful country lane. He was checking a small patch on the top of his head to see if there was any sign of hair growing there.
Why, friend? You see, several days earlier, Mr. E had suffered rather a nasty accident when demonstrating the latest model in battery-operated hairdryers.
On this strange day, the hairdryer, instead of blowing, sucked, taking a large clump of Mr. Ree's otherwise fine head of hair deep into the mechanism of the device.
How could this have happened?
Why had the hairdryer sucked?
Had there been a sudden and strange reversal in the laws of nature and relativity just as he had switched it on?
Had a passing alien spaceship caused an inverse supply of power across the national electricity supply?
Or was it just faulty wiring in a substandard cheap electrical appliance? Mr. Ree was in fact rather enjoying his drive home this night.
The reason, friend?
Because it was his first real drive in his new car, a white 1600 saloon.
Furthermore, he had managed to purchase this particular model at a bargain price from Dave's used cars.
And what's more, friend, the car had incredibly low mileage. Although it was 3 years old, it had only done 5,000 miles.
And the paintwork was immaculate, not a scratch on it.
A car of this age would normally have the odd bump, dent, or scratch. But no, it appeared to be flawless.
As if, friend, it had just been sprayed.
Mr. E was very content. Dave's used cars obviously knew nothing about the second-hand car business. That was clear.
A new car, a day's work finished, not too much hair missing, and a rather interesting program on the radio, all about the career of the popular rock group Dire Straits.
Mr. E, singing along to the chorus of the Walk of Life, was very content indeed.
Then the car blew up.
Well, no, friend. Perhaps we have over-dramatized the situation.
A loud grunting sound came from the engine. It spluttered and stalled.
Inside the car, Mark Knopfler crackled, made a loud, rude noise, and then went silent as the radio ceased to function.
Oh well,
Thought Mr. E.
better ring the AA, I suppose.
2 hours later, a very nice man arrived at the sad scene. Mr. E, wrecked with despair, sat in a crumpled heap. The AA man finished his examination. He informed Mr. E that the engine in his car was not that of a 1600 saloon, but the engine of a local council lawnmower.
Strange indeed.
However, under further scrutiny, the AA man revealed that the body of Mr. E's car was in fact made from the bodies of 2 different cars. One half was indeed a saloon, but the other half was the body of a 1979 three-wheeler.
Furthermore, it could now be seen that neither of these cars were originally white. The bright mauve paintwork of the former three-wheeler shone through the chipped white paint, and evidence of what used to be a leaf green hatchback could also be witnessed quite clearly. Mr. Ree was stunned.
How could this have happened, then?
Was Mr. Ree the unfortunate victim of an extraterrestrial interplanetary car-swapping experiment?
Had he passed through a matter transformation zone, just past the turning off for the B6673?
Had he entered it just as a 1979 three-wheeler passed in the opposite direction, fusing them together in a cosmic exchange of swirling molecules and gaskets?
Or had he just been badly ripped off by Dave, the used car salesman?
All we know, friend, is that Mr. Ree's life was getting stranger by the hour, and no amount of logic or reason could prepare our poor unfortunate victim for the fate which beheld him upon arriving home. What do you think it was, friend? Was it a visitor from a distant galaxy trying to communicate in its native language?
No, don't be silly, friend. It was just the telephone, of course.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ree got to his telephone too late, but there was a message awaiting him on his answer phone. A strange message which confused and disturbed him. It was the voice of his boss.
Ree, I've just been notified of an unfortunate incident involving a sucking hairdryer. Thanks to you, we've lost a £100,000 contract with a respectable electrical goods store. Why not take a holiday, Ree? Just go away for a while and don't come back!
How strange. Why was he being offered a long holiday when he'd only been in the job for 2 weeks?
And why did his boss sound as if a strange force had invaded his soul?
Mr. Ree laughed to himself. Surely his boss wasn't trying to sack him.
He obviously had his best interests at heart. And Mr. Ree had to agree with him. He did need a holiday.
Later that same evening, Mr. Ree filled his mind with thoughts of rest, relaxation, and holidays. Suddenly, he remembered a place he had visited as a child. Yes, the seaside village of Silverdale. There, he had spent a smashing summer with his parents in 1966. A tiny village with a few shops, Silverdale had a harbour with fishing boats and a nice little beach about half a mile along the coast.
That was what he needed. A good rest by the seaside, fishing, walking, and chatting to the local villagers.
The following morning, at the crack of dawn, he packed his suitcase.
He put it in the boot of his car, and then took it out again, remembering his car was just a heap of junk, and walked to the train station.
I'd like a return to Silverdale, please.
Silverdale? There's no such place.
Yes, there is. It's near Gosfroth.
Gosfroth, why didn't you say so? Now, let's see, it's a white with a hint of blue Savour Day today, so that's £152, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Arriving at Gosfroth Station 3 hours and 1 chocolate chip cookie later, Mr. Ree hired a bicycle and set off on the 12-mile journey to Silverdale.
Friend, prepare yourself for an astounding development.
Mr. Ree unfolded a local map and found that Silverdale was no longer there. Had his memory failed him? No, friend, for on the map were other places he remembered only too well. Places like the village of Bunyan, the little hamlet of Wiggling, and Toot Pond.
But where was Silverdale, friend? And why were the road signs that 25 years ago pointed to Silverdale now replaced by road signs pointing to a place called Silver Valley Industrial Park?
Turning left at the crossroads in Bunyan, Mr. Splendid views and the glory of the sparkling sea.
But no, friend, this wasn't the sight that greeted his eyes. Oh, no, the only thing that greeted Mr. E was the stinking stench of acrid pollution.
Oh, yes, friend, the little harbour of Silverdale with its quaint fishing boats, friendly fishermen and mullets was now a heaving mass of toxic fumes, belching smoke and porter cabin toilets.
And so, friends, you may be asking yourself, why is this tale included in the world of the strange when the events we have described to you are nothing more than everyday occurrences?
Well, friend, there is one more strange development to our tale.
Yes, friend. You see, Mr. E did not return home that night, nor the night after, or even the night after that.
What had become of him, friend?
The answer is simple.
The bicycle he had hired was not a bicycle at all, but an advanced alien spacecraft programmed to kidnap unsuspecting tourists and whisk them away to a far-off planet many, many light years away in a different solar system.
Or at least,
That is our belief.